Halo 5, there was an incredibly individually skilled player. His name was Bound, but nobody had ever seen his face. Nobody could find his name, could find where he lived, knew anything about this kid.
Bound was a mystery. He was an enigma. Nobody knew what he looked like. Nobody knew anything about him.
Honestly, that kid could have passed me in the street. I would have never known it was Bound. I would have never known that he would be a future superstar.
I mean, it was just a name that you were always hearing about, whether it be in FFAs, whether it be up-and-coming player. He was always the name that was kind of discussed.
I think maybe one person had ever seen his face before he went to a LAN event.
He was so good at Halo that it really got people wondering, who is Bound?
I don't really know why he was staying so hidden.
To not have a Facebook, a Twitter.
He was just using like Spartans as his like profile pictures and stuff.
I just remember thinking like, when is it going to be that definitive moment that Bound finally makes a leap onto a pro team?
You know, when you do that and you're a man of mystery, everybody talks about you, right? And everyone has speculation and stories.
Some random guy from Ohio with the craziest movement, the craziest mechanics.
Bound, take 2, mark.
Make sure it was specifically the. It's not like that.
Thanks, man.
Waiting for the right time to compete at my first event was more so just trying to figure out like what I actually wanted to do in life. When Halo 5 was on the circuit, I guess you could say, I was in high school and I didn't really like look at video games competitively as like an option. It wasn't until after I was done with high school and just needed to get a job, I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna do video games.
I think the idea of being able to play video games for a living, to make a career out of it, is every kid's dream, right? For Bound to be able to be that H5 kid, to come up through the ranks, to be the kid that started from scratch, to find himself on a main stage, doing what he does best and doing something that he loves, I couldn't think of anything better.
I think he just enjoys competing. I think it's something that you can really see in the way that he kind of interacts with people in and around the venue. He's just happy to be on the main stage.
Casting Bound, you always know as soon as you go onto his point of view, he's going to do something exciting.
It might not just be 1 kill, it could be 2 if he can find his targets. Lucid changes to the barrel rifle smartly to make sure that rocket is still in his hands.
Oh my God.
It's Bound time!
He's shooting some bodies as well. This is a rookie on a mission here.
If you're against him, you know how difficult it can be to move on a map.
There's this kind of stylistic movement that he has.
He kind of just has like a playstyle that is very non-traditional. It's just very fast-paced.
Bound's in the game and Bound's picking up an overkill!
It's his unpredictability.
He's just very, very good at closing space, whether it will be in an offensive way to pick up kill or move an objective, or to escape and just be a nuisance for other teams to try and find.
The other team never really know where he's going to be, what he's going to be doing, and I think that that's a scary prospect.
He is such a tough kill. That man moves around like a spider monkey.
I've always just had like natural aggression in game, and I've never really like ever thought to not push. I feel like when I'm in my zone and like I'm in flow state, like that is what my playstyle just comes off as. And most like other players just try to live too much when they can probably do more on the map, just going out there and dying. Sometimes it's good to die, I feel like. Dude, why are you playing? Why are you doing?
Just run around, don't give a If you've never met Bound and you only know him from like Twitch or like online basically, I guess he's kind of controversial. Like he's like an aggressive troll, I guess would be a good way to describe it.
I'm the best player in the game, dude.
Shepard! That cannot be happening!
I'm him. I'm him.
Bound is a quirky one. He's very quirky, he's very funny.
He likes to make people laugh in like just little off comments and things like that.
I think most people would be surprised how people are in real life compared to what their persona is online.
Like out of the game, Bound is like, he's so normal. I don't know, he's just really easy to get along with. He's funny, like class clown.
He always tries his hardest in scrims.
He rarely complains about like much, honestly. He just wants to win.
Wait, have you guys ordered food here yet? Because I put the convention in the center, but like, do they go here or the other side? Well, we'll walk over there. Shit, that's her. All right, nah, chill, don't come that close. Won every game by like an inch, pretty much. Yeah, honestly, should have probably won at least one, but. Playing with the team I'm currently on, it's a blessing. These guys have all won LAN events. They're super, super humble.
Eco, Stella, Penguin, these guys are absolutely phenomenal. So for me, a win is inevitable.
How he fits in is a very interesting question because he came in to replace Renegade, who is widely regarded as, I don't think anyone would argue, as one of the best players in the game. And Bound was picked up as a young up-and-comer who had a lot to prove.
People need to remember this guy is still relatively new. People will remember this moment of Bound being on the cusp of winning as the initial signs of the greatness to come.
I definitely have something to prove just because I feel like I'm on a team that has won. I replaced someone on a roster where they did win twice.
On this lineup, I feel like he's willing to learn and he is the playmaker for them. He is allowed to go and do what he does best, which is opening up the map, picking up 1, 2, 3 kills, dealing damage because he knows that his teammates are going to be there to back him up. So I think he's the catalyst for all things good for Spacestation.
With the way Bound has looked in scrims, I can tell he's hungry. I can tell it's only a matter of time before he gets that win, even if he has to will his team forward, even if he has to be that main guy, which, let's be honest, as of right now, he already is that main guy.
People view me as some superstar type player, and I feel like I'm definitely capable of doing it.
The next step for him is to go on and win a championship himself.
We're definitely striving for Bound's first win. I think Bound deserves a win.
I think Bound sees himself as the greatest of all time by the end of his career.
I think he's going to continue to push boundaries, and he is a special player that I can see lifting a lot of championships going forward.
Yeah, I feel like we've been close so many times. I mean, there was Worlds, and then even it's the last event, the way we lost, like, it hurts, but like I know that we're still capable. We just get so close every time, and we just have to put it together one time. I think we have it. Halo is my life. It has been for probably about 10 years. It's pretty much all I thought about since middle school. I didn't plan it to become a pro. I just thought of it one day, and here I am. So after gaming, I guess we'll just see where it takes me.